Welcome. In this video I will show you how to install Windows from USB flash drive on your ASUS VivoBook S15 laptop. First of all, prepare a USB flash drive. It can be both 2.0 and 3.0, though 3.0 will ensure you better transmission speed, so I recommend using it. And after that, we're gonna have to prepare our USB flash drive using another PC. Or you can also use your ASUS if you currently have an operational system on it and internet connection on it. But if you don't, then use another PC to set up your flash drive. And basically what you're gonna need to do is insert your USB flash drive into another computer. And let me just switch the screen to my other computer. Okay, so once you have inserted your USB flash drive, we're gonna have to format it, but we're gonna do it a bit later. So right now I already have a Windows copy on it, but I'm gonna show you how to create your own one. So in order to do this, we're gonna have to enter the web browser, any web browser of your preference, and then search for Windows 11 ISO download and find Microsoft.com website slash English if you want to download Windows 11 in English version, but basically in any version available. And here we're gonna have to search for download Windows 11 disk image for x64 devices. Select Windows 11 multi-edition ISO and then click confirm. Now select the product language here, and it's gonna be the language of your Windows, so choose carefully, then click confirm. And in a couple of seconds we'll be able to see the 64-bit download button, so just press it. And after that, we're gonna have to search for another thing called Rufus, which is gonna help us create a bootable USB out of our regular USB. So just search for Rufus, find Rufus.ie website, then enter it. And then here we're gonna have to scroll down to the downloads section and just download the latest version of the Rufus. For me it's 4.12, but for you it may be a newer version. So just download the latest one, and it's gonna be downloaded much faster than your Windows image. So you can try to run it once, and in case it runs, that's great. But if it doesn't, you can download this x86 version and it will definitely run on your PC. The next thing that we're gonna have to download is, if you install Windows from USB, is the network driver or WLAN driver. So in order to get to know which one we need, we're gonna have to check the serial number of our ASUS, and to check it, we're gonna have to boot our device by short pressing the power button once, and while the device is booting, start repeatedly pressing F2 button. This way you will enter BIOS menu. So short press power button and then start repeatedly pressing F2 button until you see BIOS menu on your device's screen. Here in the BIOS menu, you will be able to check your device's serial number, which you're gonna have to use in order to find the appropriate drivers. So just check the serial number on your laptop, and then let's return to the web browser. And so what we're gonna have to look for is ASUS drivers. So let's go to the official support center by ASUS. Now here we're gonna have to either enter the model name, though I honestly can tell you that the model name is harder to find than the serial number because there are like those dozens of VivoBooks S15s. And let's change it to serial number and enter our serial number in here. But by the way, I can see that the Windows is already installed. Therefore, what I recommend doing in the meantime is starting to run the USB creation, bootable USB creation. So open your Rufus application. Now, one important thing, select your USB flash drive in here, but if your USB flash drive has any important files on it, and first of all, you're gonna have to back them up on this PC because your entire USB flash drive will be formatted after that. But once you're done, select it right here, then click select your USB ISO image, your Windows ISO image. Make sure that you have it right here, and then we don't have to change anything here. Just click start. Do not hit any checkboxes here. If you have some checked, then uncheck them, then click OK, then click OK once again, and then wait until the bootable USB flash drive is created. Now let's enter the serial number in here. So it was T6 and let me take a closer look. T6 and 0. You know what, let me just input it in my own time. And once we've entered the serial number, let's search for it. Okay, guess it's looking for it now or not. Let me just okay, let's refresh this page. So unfortunately, the ASUS page is especially laggy today, and I wasn't able to find my drivers using the serial number, but still we can easily check the model number. Usually if you have stickers on your laptop, you'll probably have a sticker like this in the top left corner right beneath your device's keyboard, and here you'll be able to check the ending of your basically model name. So for me it's ASUS VivoBook S15 S5506, and as you can see I have already found it on this list. This is the OLED version. So let's just select it right here. Okay, and now let's click driver and tools. And on this page, let's select our operational system, which will be Windows 11 64-bit. Then find Intel WLAN driver, click download. Okay, so once you have downloaded this file with driver, let's just run it. And we're gonna have to go through the installation process. So first select language, then click OK, then next accept the user agreement. Then instead of install, we're gonna have to select extract, then next, then we're gonna have to change the destination folder to a different one. So I recommend just using downloads folder so that we can easily grab it out from out here. So change your destination folder to downloads, and then click next, install, and wait until this package is installed in here. Now we're gonna have to grab this folder and copy it to our USB flash drive as as long as it's already prepared and the Rufus status says ready. Once the Rufus status is ready, we can just close the Rufus and then copy this driver folder to our USB flash drive. Then just safely eject your USB flash drive from the computer, and after that we can return to our laptop. Okay, so right now what we're gonna have to do is basically power our device off completely, but since we are in the BIOS menu right now, instead what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press escape and then exit this menu, and then while the device is restarting, we're gonna have to rapidly press the escape button to enter the boot mode on our laptop. So make sure to insert your USB flash drive into your computer right now. Then let's press escape, then enter to confirm. And then while the PC is being restarted, let's rapidly press the escape button. Alternatively, you can just power off your computer and then power it on and start pressing the escape button while it's booting up. So now we're gonna have to use the arrow down key to select generic storage device, which is our USB flash drive, then press enter to confirm. Okay, and in a moment we're gonna enter the Windows installation screen or the Windows installation menu, and here you're most probably not be able to use your touchpad, so I recommend preparing a wireless or wired mouse for this operation. But if you don't have it around, just press enter on the first page, press enter once again, then press tab buttons one time to select I agree everything will be deleted, including files, apps and settings. Press spacebar to hit the checkbox, press tab once again to select next, then oh no, I actually made a mistake. Let me return. If you're stuck on this page, just press escape and then yes, and then we're gonna have to again press the escape button to re-enter the installation menu. Okay, so I accidentally selected previous version of setup. After pressing tab once, we're actually gonna have to press tab several more times until we hit the next button and press enter. Now we're gonna have to wait for the license agreement to appear on the screen. Okay, now press tab several more times to select accept. Of course, get to know the latest updates to license terms. And now we're gonna have to remove all the previously installed partitions on our computer, which are listed from 1 to 4. Maybe you have 5 or 6. Generally speaking, you can navigate between them using up and down arrow keys, and Alt D combination of key. Once the partition is highlighted, will delete your partition. So highlight each partition and use Alt D combination of keys on each of them to remove them. Now, if you want to have just one disk on your computer, like the C disk with this total size that you can see on your screen, which is 953 gigabytes for me, then you can just press enter and continue. And then I think skip this video to I'm just gonna add the timing on the real video so that you know where to skip. But if you want to create several disks like disk C, D, E, F, whatever, then we're gonna have to create several partitions before we do so. So first of all, if you have the if you have the mouse, just select create partition. If you don't, then press tab several times until you navigate to create a partition option. Then press enter and then press tab to select size. And now the first disk, or the first partition that we're gonna have to create will be the system one. And the system partition, I recommend using at least 100,000 megabytes for it. But to be sure, let's use 150,000 megabytes. Then press enter. Oh no, I once again press enter in the wrong place. So let me just remove all these partitions once again and select create partition, size megabytes 150,000, tab, and select enter once you select apply. Okay, now we have this partition 3. The partition 3 will be our system disk. Now we have to create several more disks, or just one more disk out of this unallocated space. So in order to do this, just press tab several times, hit the create partition option once again, press enter, then select tab, then press tab, and then enter the size in megabytes for the second partition, which will be let it be half of the size that is left. So for example, it will be 113, something like this. And then we're gonna have to press tab, then apply. And this way we will create another disk. It will be like disk D or disk E, whatever we name it later in Windows. And we are left with the exact same unallocated space size. So let's create the last partition using it, just using the same method. So create partition. The size in megabytes, let's not change it since it's the last partition. We just want to use up the rest of unallocated space. So let's just press tab one more time, select apply, and press enter. And now what we're gonna have to do is select the partition we want to use for Windows installation. In our case, we want it to be the partition 3 because it's our system partition. So let's press enter, then let's press tab several more times until we hit the install option. And now just wait until Windows is installed on your computer. Right now, do not remove your power cable from the computer and just wait until the Windows is fully installed. Now it's gonna take a while, probably about, I don't know, 15 minutes or something. Let's just wait. Okay, and so when the Windows is installed, we're still gonna have to download install the drivers. So first of all, let's select the country or region, then select the right keyboard layout, and let's keep adding a second keyboard layout, and then we're gonna have to select install driver. Now, as you can see here, we have all of our disks that we added, and we're gonna have to use either the external mouse or still, if you don't have access to your touchpad, we can use tab button until we navigate to one of the disks. Then we can use arrow keys to navigate between them. Select your USB flash drive, press tab, then press enter, then use arrow keys to navigate to this folder. And once this folder is highlighted, let's press tab several more times until we have select folder option highlighted, then press enter and let a PC search for and install the drivers. And if the operation goes successfully, we will get the list of the networks right here. Okay, and so right now we can see the networks, though we may have to give some time to refresh and appear in full on our list. And as you can see, they are all here now. So from here on, you can continue to set up your PC. If you want a full setup instruction, you can find it on our channel. And it will be all for this video. So thank you so much for watching it. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.